Manipur Chief Minister N.Biren Singh appealed to the people of the state to extend corporations and support to the government initiatives which are being taken up to tackle COVID-19 pandemic. Chief Minister N.Biren Singh appeals on Wednesday, May 6 came out after the state cabinet decided to resume lockdown restriction despite the state being categorized as green zoned, considering the development in the country and the arrival of the people stranded outside the state.
Unfortunately, after seeing the atmosphere and the movement of the peoples and their negligence of the protocols and the social distancing, we have an emergency meetings, cabinet meetings, and we decided to keep more, to extend the lockdown more days till the national lockdown.
Doing away with the idea of easing the lockdown district-wise, the state government has instead reverted to the earlier restrictions enforced before the lockdown. Towards this end, the Executive Committee of the State Disaster Management Authority has reissued the list of activities which were enforced earlier, and this will be enforced between May 6 and May 17. It has also notified that the national directives of the COVID-19 management shall be enforced in the entire state of Manipur through fines and penal actions under the Disaster Management Act 2005.
Is earlier allowing some wholesale shop and retailers in the far-flung areas, and all markets and the district headquarter markets including will be locked down, and except the vehicle movement also we will keep restrictions. Only for those essentials items, trucks will be allowed.
The state government also decided to bear the expenses of bringing back stranded persons by train.
The train fare of the stranded peoples who are going to come inside from Maharashtra, Gujarat, or from outside the state, the train fare will be bear by the government. Those who are in the northeast, they may come of their own. The expenditure will be bear by themselves because it is very short, and the state government will bear only those who are coming from the far areas.
However, the cabinet decided that the cost of other modes of travel will be met by passengers themselves. The state government will issue necessary passes for facilitating their movement in this regard. The cabinet also thoroughly discussed the management of the quarantine center in the state. Those stranded persons returning to the state who are neither COVID-19 suspect nor COVID-19 contacts and asymptomatic will be kept under home quarantine as per protocol. However, if community objects to home quarantine for any such returnee, such persons will be accommodated in community quarantine center.
We are very much concerned about the coming days, because in the coming days many stranded peoples from the outside the state are going to come inside the state. And when they comes, if the proper maintenance of protocol as well as the social distancing is not done, we may face the worst consequences.
All arrangement for lodging in community quarantine center will be made by the community, and the state government will provide Rs 200 per head per day towards the food for returnees. Listing activities which will be permitted between May 6 and 17, the Home Department in a notification said that supply of essential goods, home delivery will be allowed from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. on all days except Sundays. In the fresh guidelines, however, that wholesale markets will be open on all days except Sunday till May 17.
After arriving here in the state, they will be quarantined in the community quarantine center. We will provide meals, Rs 200 per person per day in all quarantine centers, those who comes inside, enter the state.
Social distancing should be maintained and face mask is compulsory in all public places, said the notification, while movement of people on vehicles is restricted except pass holders. Significantly, the new order issued is similar to the guidelines issued on April 20 and which become effective from April 21 earlier. As per government sources, nearly 30,000 who wish to return to the state have registered in the web portal launched by the government. Manipur is declared a zero COVID-19 state and so far there are no fresh cases reported. Bureau Report.